Good evening. I am the Congress Party candidate for the Bangalore Central Lok Sabha constituency.
I am an educationist and I have been pursuing in the field of education from last maybe 25 years. So I started off my career by being a trainer. Actually, I used to train medical transcriptionist students.
I realized that primary education is the place where my focus and my heart lies. So, though I'm a politician, but I would proudly say I'm an educationist first. My father was a politician and is rather a politician, and he's been, by profession he's a chartered accountant, but then he was a member of the Rajya Sabha. Because as a kid, when I went to school to St. Anthony's, then to Bishop Cotton's, I used to come to 100 feet road for my tuition from Jayanagar. That time Bangalore used to be such a nice place. I used to take a bus and it was the bungalows. And now this Indira Nagar is totally a different Indira. Nonetheless, this is my introduction, and I work for the Congress Party. I have been working for the last special interest in policy and legislation and law. So I used to head the research department, and then I was the General Secretary of the party, then along with Revant Reddy and others, led the Congress Party to victory in Telangana. And this is my brief background. So basically, what Bangalore Central, according to me, is one of the most important parliamentary constituencies in India. I would rate this as among the top 10 parliamentary constituencies. Having said that, and also this is a parliamentary constituency which has, it's a very high revenue generating parliamentary constituency. You've seen now, one of my major focus I want to have is how, I think most of you would have seen the old Bangalore. Bangalore used to be a livable, sustainable city. You see, from 2004 to now, the last 20 years, our population has multiplied 3x, and what's the use of a city if you don't have water, if you don't have a good quality of life, and what happens? So that's why I take this very seriously, like MPs can make a difference. We have to make sure that we have the entire system in place. We may say, okay, I'm an MP, what can I do? But an MP can do a lot. An MP can influence legislation, an MP can influence policy, because we are answerable to our voters. And for example, Bangalore Central, if we need to know how many questions pertinent to Bangalore Central and Bangalore City have been raised, but my tax, my right. Because it's constituency like Bangalore Central has a lot of people migrating from all over India. There has to be change, and the finance commissions have to get in the required changes, where at this point of time there is so much rigidity. For that to happen, and one MP also can make a difference. You can raise your voice in Parliament and outside Parliament. For example, if I get the funds for what Bangalore Central deserves for the revenue it generates, we will be able to provide good infrastructure, good water, projects to have water rejuvenation, and also try and solve our traffic problems. For example, areas like Mahadevpura, either they are always flooded or there is no water. It's the other extreme. We have a metro construction which is going on forever, and we don't read it because it's become a norm. 6 months, 6 months, 6 months, 6 months. A project which will say inauguration in 2024, we take it very easy that it's again gone back to 2026. So these things matter, and if you have a parliamentarian, or because a member of parliament is a very powerful position and a voice, and he or she makes up their mind, they can make a lot of difference. And I have because I always wonder if you see areas like Mahadevpura and all that. Areas in Mahadevpura will be shouting and says, we need more parks and we need more lakes and we need more greenery. And what I call that, they should be the lungs of Bangalore. Bangalore needs to get his lungs back. Bangalore is becoming and slowly choking. If we are not careful, we will be going the way what Cape Town has happened or what has happened with Detroit City. It is still, it's not, I'm not saying it's all dooms or anything, but what I'm trying to say is, unless the citizens, the policy maker.
Before, I think the RTI enactment was by the UPA 1 government, and that time an accountability was given. So the recent dilution of the RTI Act, you know which government has done the dilution of RTI Act. That's what I mean to say. The projects which, for example, Suburban Railway, we've been hearing for nearly 10 years, and it's a long time, it's a very doable project. But that's where, see, an MP needs to have a vision, and with vision, you should have the passion to accomplish it. Okay, Suburban will be a huge game changer. So I, as an MP, would definitely, maybe day in and day out, pursue it and make it as one of the projects which leaves my legacy behind in the city. Okay, and for that you need, again why I go back to my tax, my right, is we need funds. For water bodies rejuvenation, 3,000 crores allotted on paper, but those funds have not come. That's what I mean to say. And I make a very point in nearly every, we have 26 MPs from Karnataka. How many of them have raised their voices for the things we are talking in the parliament? Because you can go and just take out the debates and you can see if somebody has, any of the MPs have raised this, and 26 MPs is a huge number. Take a major role in trying to improve the quality of education to the lower income people. Because that's why again I said that investment in good quality schools by the government is important. ISRO, DRDO, all major government public sector undertakings. So always Bangalore had that mix and we all stayed together, and I agree. The tolerance levels have come down, and to a large extent I would go back nearly what's been, this is all results of how the quality and the thinking has gone in our country from the last 25-30 years, and it is not a result which has happened overnight or last 2-3 months. So this takes an effort. That's why I always say it is important that you wisely elect. It's not only party you see and elect, you also see the candidate, the intent and what you want to do, and how you pursue your India to be. You want to be your India where still it is tolerant, secular, democratic, or otherwise. People have, if you're a democratic country, it's your choice and or based on your value systems. But somewhere down the line, we need to dig deep into our hearts. Constituency, even if I'm sure if we have a different government as well, rather than be an MP who will never ever ask for the constituency. So constant nagging of the central government, they may relent and give the funds, rather than just keep quiet and say, yes, I agree with whatever you say. So there has to be, see, you should be a little, when you're an MP of a constituency, you should be selfish for a constituency. No matter, your masters may not like it, but still you have to fight with them.